Hello and welcome to a foggy Crumlin Leisure Centre where top of the table Linfield take on Bertie Peacock, who are currently 11th in the under-14 section of the NIBFA Youth League. You would have to think the Blues will start today as slight favourites going into today's match. First though, it's the best of the highlights from the last few weeks. League leaders Linfield took on Bertie Peacock in the fog at Crumlin in one of the only games to survive the weekend weather. Linfield were seen by many as being the favourites for the 3 points, and after 8 minutes almost scored the opener. Ross McCausland's sublime touch and cross finding Oisin Conady, who brought an excellent save from Dean Miller. Bertie Peacock were impressive at the back in the opening half, limiting Linfield to half chances. Charlie Allen tried his luck for the Blues 9 minutes in, but his efforts sailed well wide of the Peacock goal. Joshua Archer fancied his chances 7 minutes later, but this 20-yard free kick was straight at the well-positioned Miller. Peacock were proving difficult to break down, and at the other end, Bradley McCartney's shot set up by Lewis Nevin was easily gathered by Jamie Moody. Linfield were being limited to shots from distance, and just before half-time, McCausland picked out Lewis McKinnon, who fired wide. In the second half, Peacock came out in positive fashion. Josh Bustede won a free kick. The effort, though, was blazed well over the Linfield target. With the game still scoreless, Peacock were intent on breaking the deadlock. Sebastian Rice held the play up before the ball fell to Bradley McCartney, who again couldn't test the Linfield keeper. Linfield then grabbed the incentive. Playmaker Oisin Conady was to play a central role for the remainder of the match. He started the move that ultimately he finished, with teammates Matthew McCrory and Ross McCausland playing their part. Ten minutes later, it was 2-0. Conady was fouled in the box by Matthew Walker. Conady dusted himself down, scoring the resultant penalty to make it 2. Then with 9 minutes remaining, Conady notched his hat-trick goal in fortunate circumstances, it has to be said. An uncharacteristic error from Dean Miller, giving Conady the simplest of tap-ins to make it Linfield 3, Bertie Peacock 0.
No, it was a very, very tight first half. I thought Bertie's closed the ball down very well, didn't give us space to play, and our boys actually struggled to move the ball with the Bertie Peacock pressure, you know, and it sort of, first half sort of petered out. It was 0-0, and fair play to Bertie's. I thought they'd done very, very well closing the ball down. Second half was more, I think, Bertie's had done that much work in the first half, maybe their legs were getting tired, and the boys then found the room to move the ball, and then I thought once we got the first goal, you know, Bertie's head sort of went down, and fair play to O'Shea, he took all 3 goals very, very well, and I think that's our first penalty in 2 years, which is very good.
Very good in the first half. We arrived here today with 3 late sickness calls off this morning, so we've came with a pretty depleted squad. I can't be any more proud of what the boys done. I feel for 50 minutes we probably matched the best team in the country and given them a real run for their money. Positives was the work rate, the effort the boys put in. For 50 minutes, as I say, I think we matched them. I think we gave them a game. Speaking to their coaches after the game, they just said the first half they were clueless. They had no way, or they didn't know how they were going to break us down, and that's something for us to take from a shape point of view, coaching point of view, that hopefully we're getting our message across and it will be hard to break down.